Hello and welcome to another episode of Electronics Made Easy. This is episode EME 112. It is about resistors in parallel or loads in parallel. The properties of resistors in parallel are much different from those in series. Each part of a parallel circuit is called a branch. You can have many branches in a parallel circuit. You can have as few as two, but you must have at least two in order to have a parallel circuit. The rules concerning parallel circuits are exactly the opposite of those rules that we have for series circuit. Number one, in a series circuit, the current remains the same throughout the circuit and the voltage changes as it goes through each branch. In a parallel circuit, however, the voltage is exactly the same for every branch and the current varies for every single branch. So these are important rules that you need to remember about parallel circuits. It will be important when you're doing calculations. And speaking of calculations, there are a couple of formulas we've got to have with parallel circuits. The first one we're going to look at is resistance total for a circuit that has only two branches. If you only have two resistors, you have to do RT is equal to R1 times R2 over R1 plus R2, and that will give you the total resistance for that circuit. For three or more resistors, you have to be familiar with a new term. Maybe you may already be familiar with it, but it's reciprocal. And reciprocal means 1 divided by that number or 1 over that number. That is very important to know for these formulas. So to calculate the total resistance of three or more resistors, it is the reciprocal of R total equals the reciprocal of R1 plus the reciprocal of R2 plus the reciprocal of R3. However, I choose to use this formula a little differently. I do it as because we want only one term on the left side of the equation, which I think should be RT. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the reciprocal of both sides, and if we do that, then we end up with 1 over R1 plus 1 over R2 plus 1 over R3, and so on until you have all the resistors in the circuit. Alright, there's one more formula that we've got to look at in order to calculate all the parts of this parallel circuit. We need to know how to find out total current in a parallel circuit. Total current is IT, which is current total, equals I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus so on, just as before.